Machu Picchu, the enigmatic resting place for one of the secrets of a lost and storied empire. Resting deep within the Peruvian Andes, this glorious and sprawling estate was once the crown jewel of the Incan Empire. Travelers the world over make their way to the heights of Peru to walk upon the ancient steps as if to become part of the story whispered through the ages of a time long ago and the people who ruled a massive and thriving empire. Taking a total of 2.5 hours by train to reach the town of Aguascalientes at the foot of the great site, you begin your ascent. From there you continue your trek on foot. Reaching the summit is another 2 hours of upward hiking. The altitude and terrain are not for the faint of heart. Your hike will take you up over 1,000 feet to catch a glimpse of some of the most spectacular scenery ever seen by man. It's a wonder why a people would build such a place in such a remote and inaccessible location. The shrouds of mystery, much like the clouds that swell around the city, have subsided in the centuries since its rediscovery. First found and brought back onto the world stage by Hiram Bingham in 1911, Machu Picchu stands out as one of the old world's greatest wonders. On a journey to find the lost city of Vilcabamba, the last holdout of Incan royalty and the remains of a shattered empire, Bingham stumbled across this site. At the time, it was overtaken by the cloud forest around it, which masked its once great splendor. It wasn't until years later that the adventurer and his team would come back to clear the area and reveal the fantastic architecture that lay beneath. Built by the Inca Emperor Pachacuti around 1450 as the citadel of Incan culture, its exact history and purpose are still uncertain. Though in the decades since its resurface, archaeologists are continually learning new truths from the remains themselves. Newer expeditions beginning in the 1980s and continuing to the current time have cast a light on the secret that time forgot. It is now accepted that the site was a summer estate for the Incan emperor with a standing population of 300 people. It was built directly into the mountainous cliffs by terraces that doubled as agricultural fields. There are more than 12 acres of terraces surrounding the site. These farming areas grew crops such as maize, potatoes, and even avocados. The food was used to sustain the population year-round, as well as to accommodate the royal entourage and any other visitors that may have come to the area. There was a canal built to irrigate water from the mountain streams over half a mile into the city, feeding into 16 fountains and creating fresh water supply that is still in use today. The massive stonework and architecture was so precise that for the important buildings such as the temples and royal quarters, they didn't even require the use of mortar. The Sapa, which is what the Incans called their emperor, was just as much a spiritual leader of his people as much as he was the governmental leader. The Inca worshipped Intu, the sun god, and regarded the Sapa as a descendant of Intu. They were seen as demigods in a way, and they erected many temples to worship the sun throughout the empire. In the center of Machu Picchu is one such temple. Although there are others within the site, this was the one of most importance. It had a window facing the east that on the dawning of the summer solstice would capture the light of the sun through it and illuminate a great natural stone upon its hearth. This would signify the growing season for the estate. To this day, it is unknown specifically why they chose this difficult location to build their city, but its majesty has captured the heart of adventurers for hundreds of centuries. Currently, over 300,000 tourists visit the city annually with wild, childlike wonder and wild-hearted imagination. We may never know all of the secrets of Machu Picchu, but one thing's for certain. We will never tire of watching the same sun rise over the Andes as the emperor did so many years ago.